Hey everyone, this is Steve Siebold, author of The Truth About World Financial Group. I call this the dirty little secret of WFG, but the truth is it's really not dirty. It's just a secret. And I didn't find it out when I was writing this book. During the entire 107 interviews I did across the US and Canada for this book, I never heard this one thing. And it's critical that you know this before you sign on with this company. You'll find out pretty soon, within a few months if you're active, how this works. But it's really, really important. And here's the dirty little secret. Again, it's not really dirty, but it is a secret for most people. It was for me, for sure, and it cost me a lot of money. This business model is based on internal consumption, meaning almost all of your clients will come from people you recruit. In other words, the people you recruit onto your team become clients. Do people from the outside of your team that are not in the company become clients? Yes, they can. But almost the entire business, entire structure is built on internal consumption. And I confirmed this with a couple of past presidents of the company recently to talk about this. And it's just not something that's discussed that often. It's not that they're hiding it. It's just that it's not WFG's fault. It's the mindset of the middle class. And when I say middle class, I mean in the context of money. People that are earning an average income, that come from an average background financially, that don't have a lot of financial knowledge, that have never had more money than they really needed. We're talking about 95% of people in the US and Canada. They really don't have any financial background. They don't know how money works. They've really never had any exposure to the concepts of saving, investing money, things like compound interest, things that you teach people in World Financial Group that can change their lives, that really make a big difference. But you want to know up front that the people that are going to become clients are people you're going to recruit, okay? If you're going to the outside, to the average person looking to make them clients, it's not that it can't be done. It's done every day, but it's done by a tiny fraction of the people, the associates in this company. And again, it's not the fault of the company. And I know this because I've spent the last 35 years interviewing the wealthy and sort of, helping people understand the difference between the rich, the self-made rich, and the middle class when it comes to money. And I wrote a book called How Rich People Think. This book, it sold over 1 million copies worldwide. It's in 6 or 7 languages around the world. And I just wanted to say that because if you don't know this up front, I wish I would have known this up front. I wouldn't have done classes for probably 2,000 people around the United States on how money works in classes, attempting to get clients if I really knew this up front. And I didn't know it. You really want to focus on the people that you recruit. Now, here's the good news about this. You know it up front so you don't waste a bunch of time trying to get a bunch of clients on the outside. The model is not really built for that. The model is a team-based model. You want to become a team-made millionaire, a team-made whatever amount of money you want to make. It's based on teams. That's what this whole model is about. So you want to focus on your recruiting anyway. That's where you're gonna bring your people in, but your recruits become your clients. Now, here's the good thing about the internal consumption model. When you recruit someone, you're going to help make them a client, and it's going to be in their best interest because odds are very strong, very high, okay, that they would never become a client unless you recruited them, which means you're helping them build their financial future, not only their knowledge base on how money works and all things finance, but you're helping them actually do something about it. It's one thing to know it. It's another thing to do it. And the middle class refuses over and over to pull the trigger when it comes to saving, investing, and planning for their retirement. Look at the numbers. I don't have to prove this. It's already out there. Most people that are 50, 60-year-old have absolutely no money for retirement or little money for retirement. They're going to be working until they're 90 years old. That's one of the reasons one of the ways you can change people's lives in World Financial Group, because when you recruit them, they'll actually become a client. They'll learn about money and they'll realize they need to invest in these products. They need products like the Index Universal Life product. In my opinion, it's a key product. I own 2 of them. I've overfunded them to the max for many years. Okay, annuities, things like that, things that they can invest in, they wouldn't invest in unless you recruited them, most likely, into this company. So you can change people's lives, even if they make no money in this business as an associate. If they become a client of yours and they get their financial house in order, that's a game changer. That's one of the reasons I love World Financial Group, is because it doesn't matter if people make money or not. If they get their financial house in order, that makes a huge difference. Now, if they make money on top of it, well, that's just, that's just an extra thing that's great, and it happens all the time. But if you can help them learn how money works and then take action, the middle class refuses to take action on their finances. That's one of the reasons they stay in the middle class and they struggle with money their entire lives. It's really sad, but it's a consciousness, a mass consciousness that 95% of the population in the United States and Canada has. It's been proven over and over. I've proven it, in 35 years of research on money and the wealthy. This is why rich people get richer and the middle class effectively gets poor over the course of time. So understand the internal consumption model, recruit, and make sure those recruits become clients. Not for commissions that you're going to earn, but to help them get their finances in order, because you'll change their life. Make sure you push them to become clients. I would not work with someone as a recruit. Honestly, at this point, I didn't do this before because I didn't know better. But if someone would have told me this up front, I wouldn't even recruit someone unless they became a client. Because if they don't become a client, they're not getting their own finances in order. And how can they help other people do it if they're not doing it? I'm not saying they have to be wealthy or they have to have a whole bunch of money in products, but they have to be on their way to getting better financially if they're going to help other people do it. Something to think about. Hope it helps.